On January 23, 2020, Mr. Johnny Liu, Chairman of Board of Directors of Liu Coral and Liu Pearl Group, and founder and chairman of Board of Directors of World Wish Foundation, was invited to give a speech at Harvard Club. Highly regarded in the worldwide jewelry and gemstone industry, Johnny has been the Prince of Coral and King of Pearl for over 3 decades. Dozens of first families visited his home in Taipei, and even more first ladies wore or are wearing his most celebrated and beloved First Lady Pearl necklace. At the same time, Johnny is also a distinguished leader in the Chinese American community. He served as chairman of Chinese Import and Export Council of America, chairman of National Chinese American Jewelry Association, just to name a few. During his tenure, he legendarily caused a reduction from 21% to 2.1% of the import duty of jewelry products and materials from mainland China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau. He also routinely participated in the receptions of China's paramount leaders' visits to the U.S. In the past 40 years, Johnny has traveled around the world for over 200 times. In addition to tendering his jewelry business, he also deliberated over what he saw and experienced during his trips on a philosophical level. During more recent years, other than practicing Chinese calligraphy, Johnny dedicates almost all his time to philanthropy and public interest. In 2019, Johnny founded World Wish Foundation, a 501c3 tax-exempt charitable foundation, to unite more people and resource for his philanthropic career. World Wish Foundation has 3 main missions: to promote world peace, to promote cultural exchange and understanding, and to preserve marine environment. Johnny would like to take this opportunity to share the success story of Liu Coral and, more importantly, his thoughts of philanthropy, religion, and world peace. Please join Johnny and World Wish Foundation for a better and more peaceful, harmonious world.
World Wish Foundation 世界和平龙奖，目前我正在成立一个501c3免税慈善机构大雁基金会，其中一个重要部分就是颁发世界和平龙奖。现在全世界最有名的和平奖当属诺贝尔和平奖，而我的志向就是和平奖要比诺贝尔和平奖影响更广泛，对世界和平贡献更大。这个不是为了比大小、沽名钓誉，而是由和平奖本身的性质决定。诺贝尔和平奖虽然名声远播，但是我认为它的不足之处是在于名额太少。其他诺贝尔奖项，比如化学，全世界平均每年出了一个伟大的物理学家，就足够推动科学发展了。但是和平恰恰相反，和平不是1个人、2个人、一小群人的事，也不是靠1-2个伟大的和平家能够实现的。所以我希望能够将世界和平龙奖颁发给全世界每一个人，因为如果全世界每一个人都能以实际行动维护和平，全世界每个人都有资格获得和平奖。到了那个时候，世界和平就实现了。中文哈佛的含义，中文翻译英文名字一般都是根据读音，所以哈佛的中文翻译为哈佛。有趣的是，哈佛这2个汉字本身，哈在青少年流行的用语意思是热切想成为，而活若一拆为2，左边是单人旁， 右边则像一个左右颠倒的dollar sign，也就是说，活在中文里面的意思就是一个人用他的钱去帮助别人，而与宗教没有任何关系，连在一起。哈佛的意思就是热切的想成为一个用自己的财富去帮助别人的人。根据我40多年来周游全世界几百千的经历，我认为世界上大部分战争都是因为宗教原因引起，但如果每一个人都认同汉日活的事意，都认同活上帝神只关乎用财富去帮助需要帮助的人，而与宗教信仰无关，那么在这世界上就不会有宗教冲突，也会少了很多战争。任何一个人只要用自己的财富去帮助需要帮助的穷人，就可以成为神，跟宗教信仰国籍都没有任何关系。慈善学院，哈佛大学现今有各类学院，教授学生如何成为科学家、医生、律师等等，却没有一个学院教授如何成为慈善家，如何帮助别人。我们从小就接受教育要帮助别人，但是我们的父母、老师、教授却从未教过我们如何站在慈善的高度帮助别人。这个世界上所有伟大的慈善家都是自学成为伟大的慈善家的。因此我号召哈佛大学成立一个新的学院，研究慈善学，教授启发学生如何应用财富在社会上做慈善，如何用求同存异的原则去化解重要的矛盾，以达到世界和平。
Many years ago, Chris Beall was reading on New York Times, and guess what? Voila, he discovered the honor guest. And so I think that we wanted to allow everybody to have a chance to get to know the broader, unique, significant development of family business and the transformation. But before doing so, we'd like everybody just take no more than, let's say, 60 seconds, just saying your name and what do you do. You don't have to go back to where your grandparents are from. Just what you do and what are your intentions. Why are you here today? So this way, since we have so many next gen, now since, Rebecca, come on here. For you here, what you're thinking. But it was he who actually initially discovered the genius.
I am a Hong Konger with a bad Guangdong accent. I want to give special credit to Daniel Luo, Xiguan, for introducing me in the first place to Johnny Lu.
Okay, so then let's just go next, please.
My name is Jessie Berger, and I used to work for the Gemological Institute of America. I love Pearl myself, so that's why I showed up. And now I'm a personal jeweler.
You know you're what?
I'm a personal jeweler.
Great. Mr. Liu, he's actually across the street.
Yes. And like Chris has mentioned that we have been friends for many years.
3 decades.
And also Johnny Lu, so that's how we are connected. My name is Daniel Lu. I was the former president of Peking University Alumni Association of New York, and I'm currently Trump Victory Financial Committee member.
Great.
So
Okay,
maybe not that popular here, but I'm a political.
Because I want everyone else to also have the time, please.
Ted Poon, I graduated here, I'm a member here, and I met Chris many years ago, and I just came here to learn, to
Lovely, great, thank you.
My name is Christopher Poon.
A little louder, please.
My name is Christopher Poon. I'm Ted's son, and I'll be starting at Harvard next fall.
Oh, great, I'll mention. Great.
Evening. I'm Eugene Song. I've worked in private equity for 20 years and also worked with family offices. And one of the key reasons I'm here tonight is Mr. Liu is my father-in-law. So I've heard, yes,
really?
I've heard his story, and it's always refreshing and exciting every time I hear it.
Yes, it's like onion. We will save you for later. Now let's come back to Rebecca.
Yeah, I'm Rebecca Ding. Currently, I'm a business scholar of Columbia University. Also, I have my own consulting company. I also provide service to Wisdom Valley Family Office.
So I'm Elliot Klaus. I'm an attorney. I've been doing business in China for 30 years and have many friends and family in China. So even though I'm not Chinese, I think of it as my extended family here. I know Connie and for friendship and fellowship.
And so today, we're going to try to keep the business portions as limited as possible, still get into the depth of it, but we want to do more celebration. You'll see why later on when Johnny begins to speak. Please, next.
I'm Kristen Cherry Jackson. I'm an e-commerce business consultant to the jewelry industry, and I'm here because I saw Lou Coral at a couple jewelry shows this past year, and when I saw it come up on this agenda, I wanted to stop by and learn about the story.
Okay, Amy.
And I'm Amy Braden, and I'm retired. I was a formerly in finance, doing a lot with family businesses. I have my own family business as well. And I'm here because I'm always interested in the story of family businesses, and I was intrigued by the story of the turtle that we're going to hear.
I'm Margaret Meyer. I was an educator at the Browning School, and I'm from Australia. And I had a wonderful trip to China, and I'm very interested in learning more and more about China. And here at Chris's invitation.
My name is Steven Zan. I run a multifamily office. We cater to Chinese semesters, Chinese families, and we basically provide professional service like tax, U.S. tax planning, tax compliance here, and also the co-investment opportunities here. Thanks, Connie, for inviting us. Yeah, it's great. Tomorrow is Chinese New Year's Eve,
right,
so it's good to be, with extended family, to celebrate.
Yes. Super. So let's go back to those people who are late. Let them sit in this. So move up to the front, and let's see in front. Come on. Please introduce yourself briefly. Yes.
Yeah. So my name is Roland Liu. I'm a new hire tax associate at Stevens firm. So he invited me here. Hopefully, I can get a better understanding of family business, and get more information from the meeting.
Great, great. And another menu.
Hi, my name is Jessica Pan, and I'm a private equity lawyer. Johnny is actually a pro bono client of our law firm, so we help him on his charitable work. So that's why I'm here.
Great.
Hi, my name is Michael Lee, and I just recently graduated from Columbia University. I'm here because I'm interested in the family business, and I'm really excited to learn about it. Yeah.
What's your major at
economics.
Hi, so I'm Wei Franson, and I'm just graduated from my graduate school, and my major is finance, and I just started my career with Rebecca, and then I'm here because this is the first time I attend an event like this. I am really excited, and I just want to meet more people and see how things going on real society. Yeah.
My name is Minion Kong. You can call me Cheryl. Cheryl if you want. I studied in Baruch, and I'm here with Steven. I use tax intern with Steven, and I'm here to connect with more people like family business.
So, hi, my name is Veronica Zhang, and I'm currently still a senior high schooler at Stuyvesant High School. and I am interested in calligraphy and Chinese calligraphy in my free time. Yeah, I even brought my calligraphy brush. But
you see, you're in the right place. The future leaders. Then yes, please.
Hi, I'm Lulu Zhang. I just also graduated from Columbia University with a Master of Public Administration, and I currently work with Rebecca as a branding consultant. And I'm here to help to learn and to celebrate.
Hi, good evening. Happy New Year. My name is Hisham. I work with Mr. Johnny Lu for almost 11 years. We meet accidentally, I was looking to buy some gifts, and I ended up being work for him.
Who are they, and what is the family like? Can go to. Wow. How many are there? Yes, please.
About, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, maybe. I don't know. This one is the Vice President of Taiwan.
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
In my April 14th.
But she's not your family.
No. Because Jessica put the picture. Okay.
Right.
Because my happy birthday, so she came to my 30th Street store. So she Eugene.
Hello.
Eugene wife is my eldest daughter, children. These are my number 2 daughter. Now her husband working with a doctor for surgery for heart. And my youngest son, my son, my number 1 son, he's working for most of my business right now. His wife. This is like a family. My wife, sister, and daughter.
So how many of your family members are working with you in your business or in all of the other
Well, my mother, father, have some father, some mother, 11 children. 11 children, 8 sisters, 3 boys. I'm number 8. So the girl, 5 girls, then 1 boy, then 1 more girl, then me, then my young brother, and the 2 girls. Most of we are still related together. The company doing for like a time from almost 9. We're talking about in the jewelry business, 1963, already more than 56 years old. Then I have a book here. We're talking about 50 years. 50 years in the business for a few years ago. Also one page, we're talking about Cartier chairman. We supply component for the company like Cartier, the parts for them to create the jewelry, Cartier.
Cartier.
Then I can.
So let's stay with your family first.
Okay.
And who else of your members are in your business?
I said my sister, my brother, and my generation, almost 60% stay in jewelry business. Some become a doctor over here, there, like, but about a total maybe 50 next generation. Maybe I didn't count. But 60% are in the jewelry anywhere, in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, in China, in Hawaii, in Connecticut, here, there. Stay under one big umbrella.
So let's see. Tell us about the turtle story, and the things from save you from poverty. But you came from a very well-to-do family in the beginning. Your father was very renowned, very wealthy. Then what happened?
Okay. My personal campo, Posadores Island. The Posadores Island is between China, Hong Kong, Taiwan. Is 64 small islands. These 60 small islands, we starting from share, our color. We have on board to get color material. So anyway, we come from the island.
No, he came. You don't have to know.
Okay. You want to talk about turtle? I told you. Anyway, we are from island. This island about 60% island. So we are the number one coral bee in Taiwan.
Tell us about the turtle.
Turtle, okay. Why turtle?
Follow the turtle. So this is where, has any one of you gone to pass through his store and see all the turtles? I know Lou, you have. Of course, Chris, you have. Any of you? You should go by. It's on 38th Street, right?
Why? Before, you can open to look.
We want to listen to you.
Listen to you, okay. Right. Turtle. When I bought the space in the 38th Street, 246 West, 38th Street. When I bought this space,
West 38th, yeah.
Before I do anything, in my mind, I said, I want to build out something different. Then one day, anyway, the New York Times came here to interview me, give about half page.
No, we have that.
Maybe 1 million, I don't know how many New York Times sell anyway. So I put for the gemstone, any kind of gemstone. This one for feng shui, I put it to water. This one is no water. So the east side, west side. So anyway, this one is like a turtle. First one I put a fish and turtle, but sometimes they have trouble. Because fish and turtle, they cannot together. But and this is like I put all the gemstones on the other side. Again, when I do this, I want to do something different than the other people. Because in the 1985, I bought on the one building in the 46th Street. I put a waterfall from the 2-floor height come down. This one in the 1985, I bought a space in the 46th Street. So when I do this one, I try to do something different than everybody. So I put the water here, so everybody came here to watch. So even the New York Times, the editor, they came here and said, why this one? So their story, mention about turtle. But important, because in China, because of like Fortune Taylor, they see the turtle share. How Fortune Taylor they use for turtle to do something special with the Fortune Taylor or something. So anyway, then I say I will create a story. So if a turtle can be war peace, but when turtle today people kill each other, fight each other for any reason. So I want to have one place. Then I promote turtle. If turtle don't have any problem for fighting each other, like a temple, you don't hear that. Then so anyway, I put the turtle here to make them very happy each other. But also have message attach it together with the turtle. If you are talking.
Okay, so we can move on because later on. And by the way, do feel free to ask questions. So that in case you feel that you wanted to, you won't be able to listen very carefully if you have questions, so you don't mind, do you?
Yeah, sure. Everything.
I have a question.
Sure.
Who knows the Peng Hu song? Who could sing the Peng Hu song?
Peng Hu song?
Peng Hu song, eh?
Maybe it's Jessica. I joke. But maybe Daniel. Somebody know me for more than 30 years. No problem. We song with you, but not completely.
So now let's see. It was the turtle who actually led you to discover the pearl. Is that true?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you followed the turtle.
This one, this pearl we call the South Sea Rainbow Pearl. So this one is a mother pearl. We put the one material inside the outside, like then after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, then they come up pearl outside. Then we call it product is called South Sea Rainbow Pearl.
Now you see.
Yeah, this one. This one from the South Sea in China. South Sea, Hainan Island.
Okay, let's see other pearls and explain to us next, please. What are they doing with the fingers who getting the pearls?
For the whisper.
Oh, I have that question later.
Okay.
Let's just show what you're doing here.
These are the pearl inside here.
Yeah, which
We push the come out pearl, then the different color pearl.
Okay.
Come here.
Then, next. So then also the jewelry that you also design, right?
Yeah. These are Marby pearl. 10 years ago, it used to be very popular. Now, not too many.
We also want to show some of the other gems that you have, coral and stuff. So
Yeah.
the next one.
We are amethyst. These are in here.
And this is very interesting.
Yeah.
Red.
These are is our star sapphire. That's something here.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
before we show you this, remember you have given to all the first ladies.
Yeah.
And I want you to see, this is something that Johnny had very generously have given to all the first ladies. That's Margaret Thatcher, here's Obama, and there's, so, if you're first lady, you may also get one of those. First lady of your house. Okay, okay, let's go.
Data, whatever. I have one website called lucro.com.
Right.
The financial strategy you can find out. I have about 300 hours message inside. But this one, Margaret Thatcher, you will see 20 years. Margaret Thatcher wear on necklace in the video about 30 minutes. You will see she handwriting here.
Right. All the videos sent me will be here to tomorrow morning. So I just only take a few. So for those who are interested, Keisha has all the website and also.
From website,
yeah.
You are very easy to see 300 hours different program, and take me about 30 years to build information. You will see at home. You can see the 30 one more and more. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's move to the next one to see because we wanted. Oh. Tell us about
this is very important.
The wish pearl, right?
1996, I have bicycle accident over here. That might be a very difficult situation, very difficult situation, very trouble. But then someone asked me to go to church. Right. Then I found out church talking again for kingdom heaven, just like a merchant looking for fine pearl. When you find out great value, he saw everything for it. And kingdom heaven have a 12 gate and 12 pearl, each gate single pearl. Then I say, if I say 350 million people, for example, then 70% read the Bible. So, and the message from Bible, other people saw everything for it. So then you will start in God's trust, right? So I visit the Vatican for. First, I try to see the beer ground, but beer ground not into approach at that time. So the year 2000, I started from 1997. I visit the Vatican for 17 times. Every time I do it I stay there about 1 week. So I approach 3 years. But finally, I get a legal paper. They call it Jubilee 2000. So that I'm the official license for the Vatican. For any people on top with communication with God through my equipment. Maybe more important than the iPhone, right? People to people. These are people to God here. So I have you can see here. This one is I make a ring for the John Paul to wear.
Okay,
the time. 17 times to Vatican.
Right. Okay. So this is also something of interest.
Okay.
So what about U.S. Navy with this wish pearl?
Wish pearl for Navy. I tell you, if you see my website, you will see this one. For example, in Iraq, in the Middle East, special Middle East, they have religion trouble for fighting. So I take about 5-6 military picture here. Then inside, Tomato is the skin of people. Tomato, you're African Americans. Tomato, you're Russia. So that is respect the skin of people. Then the Rambutan religion. So tomato, someone is from the read the Quran, Muslim. Someone is Catholic, Christian, Buddhist, any kind of religion. So I find out the pearl from every religion. I always amazing about it. So I give a meat of it. So this is also a little education for meat people. So don't try to kill each other in the Middle East. So they have book inside.
She also has the book.
Through the military whisper, they themselves PX in the worldwide to become try a little bit war peace message. This item I selling more than 100 million pieces. If 100 million pieces, each one can read 10 people. So almost 1.5% worldwide people, some billion people get this message.
So from in poverty after the tsunami, you started from nothing. I think by 1985, 86, you will have already over how many 100 million in real revenues? And how did you do that?
You mean my business?
Your revenue, your business, your family business.
In 1982, in Taiwan, I do about $20 million at the time. I divide about 4 or 5 companies, but still under one umbrella in that time. So 1984, September 1, I started my business in New York. I rented space in the 580, 57, 20th floor. The next year, I bought one building, $2.1 million in the 26 West 46th Street in that time. And in that time, I just paid for 35% down payment, then pay for. And that time, the 26 West 40 in that time is a more beautiful building than any neighborhood, because it used to be the people selling for computer in that time. But now it's okay, but that time is very important. People respect what I'm doing that time. I'm 33 years old at that time.
What do you contribute your success? And if you were to say, because you're relentlessly working, trying to bring this pearl all over the world. So I think you mentioned by 1985, you are the largest pearl company in the world?
About in the 1978
yes.
to 1988,
right.
Lou Colo almost the #1 pearl company in Taiwan. The reason why I don't follow any book from any people. I have own judge, But I tell you one idea. We send a pearl. It used to be 35 years old, Japanese control the pearl. So Japan needs to buy the pearl material. You are the buyer for pearl material. You are the manager. You are the owner. Here the instrument. But I go myself to pearl farm. Go here, go direct to the pearl. If I buy the pearl, right? In Japan, they want only 3 meter, 4 millimeter. But for example, like $500 per kilo, for example. They find out that 6 millimeter up or 2 millimeter down. Nobody buy. So I just bought the material people they don't like. Then give someone like in Italy here there, but like Americans create a style, they are more creative. Many people want a standard size of pearl. I make one unusually size. So important. If Japanese market consider in the Japan like then I do it for different. Myself in the last 35 years, 40 years, I travel almost around the world, 200-300 times around the world. More than 60 countries. So I start anywhere I go there. I get idea from the museum. I don't follow any GI idea. Here I don't change different. One more time. I find out where the price or lowest price. Then technician said for someone they accept, like we control even almost 70% entire world. the unusually sized pearl to USA. They will send for TJ Maxx, for the home shopping, and QVC, any people. Anyway, I do the pearl is real pearl, but the final some material more less money, and more creative for the some new way to sell it.
So what's the difference between Palma Mallorca? Mallorca's pearls is also renowned as a Japanese as well. Okay. So what's the difference?
You're talking about Mallorca pearl. It's purple is big joke. The Majorica is from the Spain.
Yeah.
There's a we guarantee Majorica. We not guarantee pearl. Majorica is an island from the Spain. I've been there. They take a glass to coating. They call Majorica. But the sentence is we guarantee gender Majorica. Not we guarantee for the pearl. They're smart enough. But Majorica, they're talking about company, maybe 100, maybe, I don't know. But every 20 years, say, oh, bankrupt, then again make a new one. But the marketing wise, they are genius. They are very smart. They take a glass from Taiwan or China, say $1, they send $100. But very smart, they do very good job for marketing, but it's not pearl.
So you can even put a piece of sand in the, you could also develop pearl. Sand.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to come here, ask any question? But
I want to just give some business context to fill in some of the gaps. So, you know, Coral is it's a globally distributed company.
Right.
You know, with offices and manufacturing facilities in China, Taiwan, Hong Kong. Johnny runs the New York kind of region, and what I witnessed over the jewelry, but he said, let's look to large distribution retailers and channels, like a Macy's, a Nordstrom, a QVC, a HSN, and let's create pieces that have, you know, let's say non-standard pearl sizes and pieces and gemstones. And that was a very high volume mass market product. And if it wasn't evident in some of the slides earlier, the Wish pearl, it's kind of their signature product where there's a locket, there's a small pearl, you put the pearl in the locket, and it's like a charm necklace you could wear. But what Johnny did, which he didn't articulate, is they really focus on affinity marketing. So you see, let's target religious groups, let's target ethnic groups, let's target professional groups, or let's target the military and say, kind of like the credit card industry, like here's a Navy branded card or
affinity.
So that really exploded in terms of revenue, deal volume, you know, let's say pro volume for the family company in the 80s.
So how many employees now do you have overall?
More than 10,000 people. But what explain? The Wish pearl, I do only package, $500 or $500 package inside of the center. Okay, this and the box about 500. You know, okay.
Limited edition?
It can be yes or no, but I tell you what. Because the jewelry also have a new one, create a new one, right? But one day I go to Hallmark car store. Maybe today not important, but 20 years old is very important. Hallmark. You're heavy person, monthly, 5 cents. So you put everything you have for maybe 500 postcard, right? So the mask this for mother, this for the newborn baby, this is the father here, the Christmas, right? So the idea. I said, if I can make an outside packaging, used to be I sell it for $14.80. I sell it for QVC about $13 million, $14 million alone for QVC packaging. Anyway, I create, okay, I sell it for $14.80 before September 11. After September, I sell it for about $20. I sell it for $9.09. A lot of people sell for $20. So I sell it for another $100 million. But I created a box about 500 different packages. Give it, you get married, you want to have Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas Day. So I have 500 different packages.
Different occasions.
But inside same. Everything same, just outside. Okay.
So are you the CEO, chairman, as well as the CMO? Or do you have other family members who are taking over the responsibility? I know you're semi-retired, but...
Usually I have no title.
But you just don't do windows, you do everything.
No, I didn't. Many years ago, I was a very important buyer from Las Palmas, Spain, Las Palmas. A very important friend. He is the owner of the whole company. But every time you see a name card, it's the director, right? Because if you put your title very important, if he's the chairman, then it's, oh, the company should be very small. If he's just like, okay, I'll tell you, true story. The Saudi family to buy coal from my company in Taiwan. So when for example, $250,000, for example, when I deliver this coal cabin to the hotel, Grand Hyatt Hotel, they ask half price. The entire family of Saudi decide final $250,000. When you deliver his room, right? They ask half price. Who you are? I'm the deliver boy. So I don't have a right to make decisions. If I put the name card chairman, have big trouble. They will have big trouble. I'm just a deliver boy, deliver here to the run for $2 million. So sometimes your title, put a high title, or put small or medium. Right now, for almost 10 years, I put my title professor, like Christian Kim, Chris, right? Professor, I'm true professor. Anyway, I register this one, jewelryinstituteamerican.com.
Okay, so
when you see this website, you will find out 300-hour messaging. 300-hour messaging. What means, okay, you want to have a GIA, right?
Yeah, GIA.
GIA, they are working for De Beers. De Beers give a name money for them. They say, oh, it's good. This De Beers selling for diamond. They're doing. But do what is different. I love the jewelry. But your jewelry, I can say like my children. I said it's like a birthmark. If your daughter have a big trouble here, red, even broken, there's a birthmark. See, 300 hours, not very good website, but take me 35 years to get information there. So, something here.
And this goes back to his earlier comment about kind of this skewing standards in the industry, and so I believe he's sort of trying to trend jewelry, like excluding diamond. That's my takeaway as I've observed the construction of his website and all the content that's on there.
I tell you, 1994, I formed my fund. I formed it's called International Port Association. International Port Association in Hawaii for 500 companies for 21 countries together. Because I'm the Japan, I said my pearl beautiful than Chinese, beautiful than everybody. But my pearl beautiful, right? Actually, they put a round shell bead inside, put a 1% coating. They said my pearl is round. Chinese pearl is no nuclear inside, so impartial become round. They promote, and round should be good. Not round is no good, but it's a big joke. Because like a gold plate jewelry, if you put a for metal, plate outside round become round. If you are the fine gold, like it cannot be wrong. Okay, so many like anyway, there are many people say I'll tell you, I say I'm very good, the idea I'm very good, but I'm the first one put everybody together in the 1994. So that's why the book talking about CATIA chairman, he respect what I'm doing. He said everybody is good, but you add the Japan, I put for the chemical to make a pink sheet, pink. So, oh, my pink is very good. Actually, it's man-made. China not good enough. They put a nasal. So anyway, so I'm the 1991. I'm the first one to form International Port Association. Give everybody should respect each other. People like the play golf. So everybody go, not try to say other people no good. So that's why CATIA chairman respect me, the book they're talking about.
So in other words, it's not just that you are successful as a great marketer, you're also an innovator, you're also a mobilization, you are the let's say organizational extraordinary, you actually put the whole industry together, develop a new trend, a new let's say style.
I do. Okay. 1989, 1990, I'm the chairman of National Chinese Jewish Association in USA. Right. That time I try to find out about 50% in any country, in the Singapore, in the Thailand, in the Philippines, this is Chinese. That time I tried to do it, 1989. But everything, now when I in the 1990 the time, I doing for one job is reduce the import tax from the Taiwan, Hong Kong, China from 21% to 2.1% in two that time. So so I do for so many that time.
Well, for family business, family enterprises, we've always wanted to go to the past, where it came from, the family, the past, which is history, but it's very important to give you a mirror, and then we talk about present. But you transform, in addition to being successful in let's say business, family business, and also get into other areas. So I wanted to now maybe transition a bit to your philosophy, your cultural exchanges, your calligraphy, as well as what do you have in the future. So let's go to the next portion. Xavier, wake up.
These are my writing.
So this is what, explain to us about this dragon.
This one is the year 2012, I think. The yellow dragon, the largest one, the newspaper from the South.
South China Morning Post.
Right? South China. They come here to interview me.
Yeah, there's a major, the China South Coast, for those of you who are interested, there's a lot of, let's say, media articles and so forth. You'd be more than happy to contact Johnny directly because he welcomes that, and you get all the article, but we'd be happy to also provide that, because if I give you everything that he sent you, you won't be able to leave tonight with this much. Take a look also in the back, and they have some of the
okay, I tell you one.
Johnny's wife is actually the CFO of the company. But then there are other...
You have to be very nice to your wife.
Yes.
CFO. She's in charge of money. Okay.
There are other relatives in Asia, in Hawaii, that also run divisions there of the business. But I remember, this was probably 2012, right, when Johnny started telling me about his interest in calligraphy, this concept of the art of the dragon.
The dragon, the dragon. Business.
Yeah, that's a very tricky topic, as I'm sure, yes, you should. He may say no comment, but it's a very tricky topic for most family
that's why we
businesses
want
that
to
I've
talk
worked
about.
with.
By the way, everything's confidential. It's always staying here.
Yeah.
One idea, Picasso. Right. They're doing the paper maybe cost $1. and I was doing for $1 million, maybe. Okay. Anyway, I started to writing. I started for Dragon. So I almost in the 5,000 years, I'm the #1 writer on Dragon than any people in Thai history for 6,000 years. My jewelry piece, my next generation, they are doing it. But I'm more interested. I'm getting more than 60 years old. So I'm seeing, if I do something is more valuable than the jewelry. But why is important is in United Nations.
Okay.
United Nations, they have a 2-floor high, 3-floor high, the kill dragon. They put up a nuclear, they kill anyway. If you go to entrance for United Nations, they have a Russia donate one and the name also write on dragon. In Chinese, in Korea, in Japan, anywhere, they consider dragon is very important. Only Empire family can do it. So the eastern side, in about 3 billion people, from Hong Kong, Nepal, so many Oriental countries, almost 80%, they enjoy the dragon for many thousand years, respect. But in the West, education, they talk about dragon is no good. So in my mind, so that's why I working for I take a Tao religion, writing for dragon. So try to east side, west side, not English for not many forever. So that's why I do it for this one. How to become the like Yin-Yang, Tai-Chi, like not the west side say we need a kill dragon. The east side said why you want to kill dragon like China and USA, they also a problem because the way thinking. They are not happy each other. Starting for dragon is one of the symbol. So that's why I do for the war peace idea. And later on, when Lady Jessica, she prepared the proposal, and later they have explained. Okay, you can ask more questions.
Well, you were not responsive to my question.
Okay.
So I'm not going to dwell on the same path.
Okay.
Because time is running short. It's already
okay.
5 minutes before we need to close for our celebration. From the slaying of the dragon and trying to develop your passion with calligraphy, you become a very renowned, highly regarded, highly respected artist. So we're very pleased. Yes.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, wait, not.
This one.
Like this, you have given to many.
No, this is important meaning.
Right.
First time Obama visited South Korea and talking about North Korea. So I handwrite in dragon, deliver 2 days before, deliver to White House. Then Obama to thinking, the way educated Obama said, we need to kill the dragon. But you go to Korea, North Korea, South Korea, they have the dragon already for many thousand years. So I asked Lula, my friend, deliver the dragon to White House. The hand is in White House. So that should be respect each other, understand each other, the culture here and there. So this one for education, for Obama to respect the culture from the Asia. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Can I have a question?
Now getting to the point, and a philosopher. So he does have an appeal to Harvard University as well. But you just sent that to me today by Jessica. So I actually have it. No, wait just a second. You can go to the next page.
Sent me these 3 sentences this morning and asked me to translate for him to the English. And then I read it and thought it was very interesting.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So Harvard is translated into half-wit, just like it's a surname and it's based on self. So that's how most English names are translated into Chinese. But Johnny was he was actually focusing on the actual Chinese characters. So when people translate Harvard to half, it's just purely by some, I think no meaning. But Johnny was focusing on the actual 2 characters of Harvard. So Harv means eagerly desire to become. So and four means Buddha, like Buddha God. And for this character, you can further break them apart. And the left side means like a single person, and this side, if you look at the flyer, it looks like a reverse sign. So he thought, like, based on this, Buddha or God has nothing to do with religion. It simply means like a person using his money to help others. And so together, Harvard means like someone who eagerly desire to become a person who use his wealth to help others. So he would think, like Johnny, as he just mentioned, he has traveled the entire world for like many times in the past 40 years, and he saw a lot and talked to a lot of people, and he believes that most like war in the world, other than those civil wars, are caused by religious reasons. Like people hate each other for religious reasons. But he was thinking, like, if everyone agreed with the teaching of the Chinese character, the Buddha, that God is all about using money to help others, like it has nothing to do with religion, or like which God is like superior, which is the correct one, then we won't have religious conflicts, and in that way would have much fewer wars. His view is that everyone can be a Buddha, everyone can be a god or goddess, and simply by using his or her wealth to help others, like regardless the religion, belief, or a country origin, or things like that. And he was also talking about that, like Harvard is one of the greatest universities in the world. It has schools like business schools, law schools, and to help people, teach people like how to become a scientist, an artist, a doctor, a lawyer, but not a school teaching students how to like do charity work. Like all the greatest philanthropists, like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they kind of just do those jobs by their own. Like no one teach them how to do it. They just do it. But like we have been taught since we were kids that like we should help other people. But like maybe like but none of our like parents, teachers, and professors, they actually teach us like how to help people like a higher level, not just like your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, but like your society, how to do it on a grander level.
Great, thank you.
And Johnny said like
so is there anybody have any questions? We have only 5 minutes before we officially close and go into celebration, and Johnny is going to do some calligraphy. And for those of you who are fortunate enough to be here, you're all going to get something, for you customized. So you can even write your name down as well. So, any questions, please?
Yeah, just one quick question.
Yes, please, ma'am.
You are a Renaissance man. You do so many things.
Yes.
Is there one thing that you like the most?
你是个文艺复兴的人。
I think in the worldwide, unnecessary. But I started from our religion. I know the Quran upside down. I know the Bible, more than 100 Bible. I get official license for the Vatican. If not smart enough, cannot official license. I'm the Buddhist background. I'm the Tao religion. And later I will show you. I write down my writing. You are unbelievable big. But you allow me.
我不要再打开了。
Okay. No, I explain for you, sir.
我已经打开了，给你看。
Because I'm very happy to Connie invite me here.
Right.
So I do the best I can. Also, I write down dragon. My dragon have a healing power.
Right.
Make your whole family good luck. Dragon. Nobody write down dragon than me, better than me in Taiwan for 5,000-6,000 years.
And then
I have this one give everybody. I love you. I love you why? I tell you why. Because in the mainland China, I love you, but no heart. China, mainland China today, the way you write down love is no heart. So I come from Taiwan.
Okay.
So I'm the only one, but I'm the important one.
Okay, maybe we should explain that. The Chinese simplified version in the People's Republic of China, they simplified the characters. Actually, the middle portion, Mr. Heart, was taken out. In Taiwan, they still have the original Chinese, the more complicated, not simplified version, still have the heart. So that's what he meant. In China, there's no heart, but it's a simplified version.
So my writing can unlimited value. You go to China, no heart.
With heart, with heart.
Yeah, I give everybody. After tomorrow is the Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year.
I give this one.
平安
Peace.
Peace. And yeah.
Everybody peace. Spirit come here.
Thank you.
So today I write down 3. I have 50. The extra you keep for the important people. Maybe present or the half maybe.
Yeah, we'll save it.
These are peace. So this one guarantee your whole family peace.
It's not just peace, it's like saying.
So would you now go try to...
Oh, anyway, Obama, you give everybody one,
That's right.
Because
I'm sure too, but when you
I write down Holy Bible. So new heaven, new earth here. They go west. These are the dragon for east. In the east are the teach me the explanation.
John is basically creating this calligraphic artwork. Want to explain kind of his wish for a new religion, basically, based on the blood of the people. Everyone, like Chinese people, this is the old saying in Chinese, actually by Confucius, saying when you have friends coming from far away, you're extremely happy at that time. So that's the love. He wants to spread.
But this one Chris
and Chris Beer and me, we are both friends to Johnny for many years now. So Johnny wants me to pass this message around to Chris that he really wants to devote a lot of his art to Harvard. Salukani, Chris, because you guys are Harvard.
If you Harvard Club
Yes.
can hang this one in the store, right? So welcome people come. Why not, right?
He plans to give an award to Harvard University for its effort to promote world peace. So his award is Dragon Peace Award. It's going to rival the Nobel Peace Award. That's basically, that's Johnny's ambition and his, right? That's this artwork to the awardee, who the recipient of the Dragon Peace Award, the foundation, World Wish Foundation, he is creating, right, to give out the awards.
We are happy to Harvard University give world peace award for worldwide people.
Okay.
More important than Nobel Peace Award.
Maybe you should take it when you go to school.
Okay, right? That's the presentation, right?
I mean, Nobel.
我讲了嘛。And in Johnny's mind, he said that this award is going to be even more important or impactful than Nobel Prize for Peace.
Okay, good. But no question, want to ask any questions?
要看吗？
Come closer, so you can see it. I've seen many times.
那这书法这个展现确实是
Sorry. And if you like, you can open it and get him to put, get him, let's say your first name, and then you, let's say it's Michael, you would change, write it into Chinese, Michael, yeah, say Michael. Yeah.
天真岁月人真寿。
Let's
Beautiful.
Connie.
Great. How do you say beautiful in Chinese? 漂亮。
天增岁月人增寿，春满乾坤福满堂。送给我们看一下。
身体热 definitely great job。
可以吧？
盖起来。
好。
I'm going to have it.
万家人气派的。
好的。
这个就是。
It's very special.
Thank you.
看你还可以吗？
谢谢。
这都是宝贝。100英尺长，道德经。
看你哦，在一张。
Or some place, you know, like
这样好了，
我写哈佛大学给哈佛大学。
写这个给20
贵宾刚才一个给他。
要闻看你的墨的味道。你这个狼毫的，
就是爱好书法，高中来，还在高中。
醒一醒，展示一下，来。
哇，真厉害！就是这样的话，你可以这样写。
他对，他是写的，他不是这样的，
那反过来写，这样。你现在练字练了多少年了？好久。我喜欢你写的文字。
不是让你转飞了，旁观者。
龙主题完了以后，有这几个字就行了。喂。Wow. That's tremendous.
Okay, thank you.